Good morning. This is Mr. Fleming, and it's January 7th, and our country survived an insurrection, so we're all very happy this morning. My students are working at home this week and will work remote, and you should be looking at these videos during your regular class time. Now, we were working on midground, background, and foreground in my Art 1. We had just finished up perspective drawing, and we're looking to organize our picture plane so we clearly understand how an object can move from the background into the foreground. We had different techniques. We talked about gradation of tone, we talked using color, we talked to use size, and then we did formal linear perspective also. We did this sketch back on the video in which I did set up the background, the midground, further to mid, this is actually the foreground, and then bursting through the foreground, and that was the idea. Remember that we said we wanted to use the elements to create a principle, and we're using line to create movement. So keep that in mind. I also said that you could use one panel. You can look over here, because we did talk about color and how color can be used in many, many ways, and it can be used to create movement if you wanted to. Here we'll be still using shape and line to create movement, not color, but I wanted to get a nice color contrast. So I did color studies first, and I'll be looking for those in your sketchbook along with your thumbnails and your roughs. I want to see color studies, and here you have different options. I'm using orange and red and purple. Here I'm using yellow field to purple. Here I'm using with blue on yellow, and here I'm using yellow orange with green. I decided to go with this one. I'm going to try to make white more of an emphasis and keep that purple and yellow. And remember, those are complementary colors. Here down below, I have my nice purple field. I'm all ready to go, and I can bring my yellow in there. Now, you don't have to work that big. I did talk about using the format of 8 inches by 10 inches, and you can go vertical or horizontal. Take a look over here. We worked out a rough sketch. That could be more of a thumbnail. This would be more of a rough sketch. Now, please take a look how I'm organizing my composition and my design so I am in control of the picture plane. I control it. This is not improvisation. This is not self-expression. This is organizing the picture plane so that we can produce a piece of art that we could use for our portfolio. I have 4 separate quadrants. I have the focal point, the character, the figure. Back here, he's very far away. He's moving forward, but I'm still using that centerpiece to maintain my focus. I come closer to the picture plane. Please look how the character has been worked out as far as his anatomy. I've taken some detail, and there we go with the final one, in which he's bursting out of the picture plane. But all my lines, all my design, all my composition has been done beforehand. That's part of it. Next part of it is to do color studies, and that's what we're talking about. So it doesn't matter if you're working large or small. If you're using color, you need to make sure you know where you want to go with the color. Once you do the colors, you can keep your final draft in your sketchbook, and that's fine. I want to see everything all worked out beforehand, before you get to the stage. I want to see thumbnails, I want to see color studies, I want to see several drawings in your sketchbook, and that's where we'll be as far as coming back on Monday, and that's where I think you should be. Your sketchbook should be filled at this point, and many of you should be looking at getting new sketchbook because we've done so many drawings in it. And I'll be sure to bring my sketchbook in to see what kind of drawings I did in that sketchbook. Now keep in mind, I have several sketchbooks. I do one for our classrooms, and that's it. But I'm trying to encourage you guys, you got to make art. You know what? If you're an athlete, you have calisthenics, you have cardio, you have muscle resistance and stretching. You just have to do. If you're a musician, there is practice, there's practice, and there is practice. You have to practice that instrument in order to get good at it. If you're a writer, you got to keep a journal. You got to write all the time. It's just that simple. You got to write through writer's block. You have to draw through artist block. So I'm looking to see the sketchbook filled up, and I'm looking for a finished portfolio piece for Monday. That's 8 by 10. That's complete with thumbnails, rough sketches, color studies, and then your final draft. So remember to make art. Art won't make itself. And bye-bye.